Good morning. Welcome to Belinda's Baubles. Christmas in July, day 17. I know what day it is today, at least. Let me see if I can get on a less bumpy road. I am on my way to work. It's about 10:30 in the morning and 85 degrees already. The heat is coming back. And with the rain we've had, it rained again last night, so it is humid for us. Okay, so you may ask, what have you been doing this morning? I mean, it is 10:30 in the morning. It's a late start for me, and I ended up going down a rabbit hole. I've started looking into Super 8 video digital recovery, basically. I have 9 reels, 3 large reels. I'll put a picture in here to show you, and 6 smaller reels of Super 8 film that was shot by my parents. I have no idea if this is all pre-me or if I'm in some of this or what is on this film. But I don't want to lose them because some of this has my birth mom on it. As you know, you guys have met Donna, my bonus mom, and my mom passed away in 1993. And some of this has film of her on it when she was in her late teens, early 20s, I'm sure. But I sent off, there's a local person who does this professionally, and I sent off and got a quote from him, which, looking into what all is involved, I understand the price point, but with not knowing what's recoverable or what's on there, I mean, I'm looking at $600 as a starting point. It could go up or down from there depending on if there's sound or what's on these. And I'm just sitting here going, oh, I wish I had something that I could view them on so I could see what I wanted to save, maybe if prioritize them and stuff like that. So that sent me onto a rabbit hole of how much it cost to get one of these machines myself. So that I was looking at starting at $200 to $300. And then I found that some libraries have these machines that you can use. Of course, you have to reserve the time slot and everything. And there are 2 in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, one in Louisville and one in downtown Dallas. So I'm looking at, probably 45 minutes to an hour drive each way just to get to these machines. And then no telling how long it would take for me to sit there to convert some of this over onto just rough format that I could then edit myself. Oh, so that $600 is looking better. But it's still a lot of money. Maybe. So they're sitting in their tin again for the moment while I continue to do research, and I need to call the library in Dallas and find out what kind of a wait list there is to be able to get there as far as get a time slot. Have any of you done anything like this? I've seen, all the different ads and everything, and they're like, oh, it's only this much and everything. But I'm like, no, I don't think it really is only that much. because some of them you have to buy a box in order to send it to them. And that investment's like $50 to $75 right there to get the specialized box. Well, there's where my rabbit hole went this morning. Then I went over and I was catching up on some YouTube videos. Okay. I was catching up on some YouTube videos, and I was watching the Mandys. Mandy Vaughn Knits with Diary of a Sweater Knitter, and also Mandy with Mouse Witch Yarns. And spent a little time trying to knit while watching them. I think I got a half a row done, maybe. Between that and having my breakfast biscuits. It is so nice to have breakfast biscuits again without, feeling like I'm doing something wrong. And I kept them in the refrigerator, my extra ones, and then I put them in the air fryer on reheat for about 8 minutes. And they tasted like they just came out of the oven. They did really good. So I'm excited for that. I'm defrosting some bacon today so that I can fry that up tomorrow and have some bacon biscuits tomorrow. And eating 2 of those biscuits gets me all the fiber I'm supposed to have for the day, according to my diet. So what's on the books for today? Work. Last night I spent a lot of time editing day 2 of the North Texas yarn crawl. And I started going down more rabbit holes because I was doing Knit Dallas. And Knit Dallas specializes in non-superwash. And it was interesting as far as looking a little bit deeper into some of the lines of yarn that they carry and seeing what's special about them. Of course, that made it to where I've got a new list of yarns that I want to try. And I'm like, nope, not right yet. I also was looking into the advent that I'm going to be doing for this year's Vlogmas. And I have purchased Foxpane Fibers Yule Lads. Now, it's a 14-day, I think, advent, because she does larger skeins, and it's themed around Yule Lads in Iceland. So I've been doing a little bit of research into them, and I was figuring out what I might want to do for the first half of the month, because Yule Lads arrive, I think, on the 12th of December is when they're supposed to come down from the mountains, one at a time, according to the folklore. So I was thinking, do I want to open them early so I have more time, but to work on the project before Christmas? And I'm like, no, that kind of goes away from it. So what do I want to do? So I found a cross stitch pattern of, well, there's the Yule Lads, and then I can't remember the name of the cat, but there's this big scary cat that goes along with Yule Lads. And I found a cross stitch pattern on Ravelry, on Etsy that I really liked. So I was thinking of doing cross stitch for the first part of the month leading up to Yule Lads. What do y'all think of that? Are y'all interested in doing any kind of a cross stitch, or do y'all even do cross stitch, or a cross stitch make along maybe at Christmas? Because sometimes doing knitting while trying to get everything done other than gift knits and things like that. My other thought is just to work on my gift knits, which is probably what I should be doing anyways at the beginning of December, whatever I don't have done prior to that. So I don't know. I think that may be closer to what I'll end up doing, is showing you guys some of the gift knits that I can show and go from there. Oh, decisions, decisions, decisions. And these are decisions that are months away, but I need to prep for. So I figured Christmas in July was a good time for me to start prepping for Vlogmas. Is there anything that you guys have on your bucket list for Iceland? Because I've been starting to watch a lot of videos and everything, and so I've always wanted to go there to see the Northern Lights, but there is so much more there than what I had really researched or seen before. So I am finding some footage that I can put into Vlogmas there too, so that we can do a virtual tour of Iceland. All these dreams of travel. And I'm so thankful for the traveling I've gotten to do this year. But there's always so much more, isn't there? There's so much of the United States I want to explore. There's so much of the world I want to explore. What is your absolute number one bucket list place to explore? And what is your absolute number one place that you have been that either you would like to go back to, or that you are very thankful that you got to visit to begin with? That would be hard for me to even come up with. I think my number one bucket list place that I would like to see is Japan. Because I feel like that would be just such a difference in culture and everything from here, and would look so foreign to me. But I also want to visit the UK. So that would be my two. And as far as places I would like to go back to, I'd like to go back to Hawaii with Sam, but I would want to go to a different island. I want to actually see a volcano, an active volcano. But I'm also want to go back to Alaska. There's just so much out there. Well, I better get my stuff together and head on in. It's about time for me to clock in and get my day at work started. Oh, I should show you. I don't know how much time I will have later. I've got to get some grocery shopping done after work. And I'm going to spend some more time today doing editing. So I figure I would show this to you now. I'm on my second row of the third color. Great natural light to see it in too. So we're going up these two rows. It's like a brownish purple, starting to add a little bit of the rose in, more of the rose here. And I need to go back and see what my next color is going to be. But I thought I'd leave it as a bit of a surprise for myself. And yeah, this is the front. I like the back too. I mean, look at this. It's like a 2-in-1 sweater or top. I really like that texture. I mean, let me get it closer to you. Isn't that cool? almost got a star effect. Or flower. I'm thinking this might be reversible, so whenever I weave in my ends, I'm going to have to be really, really careful. And I'm going to hopefully have a 2-in-1 top. All right, time to go in, and I will see you guys later.